You ever hear a story that just makes you stop and say, that could have been me? This one starts in Naples, Florida, with a man named Greg Harrison. Greg wasn't flashy. He didn't drive a Ferrari or live in a mansion, but he'd spent 35 years as a defense contractor, quietly stacking away a $2.8 million retirement portfolio. And yet, despite all that hard work, Greg was panicked. Because one news alert changed everything. Inflation hits 40-year high. That headline wasn't just noise, it was a gut punch. Greg's diversified stock-heavy portfolio suddenly looked vulnerable. Tech stocks were sliding, treasury yields were climbing, and whispers of interest rate cuts sparked even more volatility. That's when Greg made a move most retirees never even consider. But every high net worth retiree should. He moved $582,000 from his traditional IRA into a gold IRA. Now, before you tune out thinking, gold's only for doomsday preppers or conspiracy folks, pause. Because what Greg did wasn't emotional, it was strategic. It was informed by a very real, very current reality. The US dollar is under pressure, markets are uncertain, and central banks around the world are stacking gold like it's their only insurance. In fact, global central banks bought over 1,000 metric tons of gold last year alone. Why? Because they're bracing for the same instability you and I are seeing every day. But this isn't about headlines. This is about what smart Americans are doing right now to hedge their life's work. Greg wasn't trying to gamble. He was protecting legacy. His wife, Karen, she wanted peace of mind. His goal? To leave something behind for his two sons and still live comfortably without worrying if Wall Street's next tantrum would wipe out decades of savings. And the gold IRA? It delivered. Now maybe you're like Greg. Maybe you've saved well. Maybe you've got $500K, $800K, even $1 million in your IRA or 401K. But if it's all riding on stocks, bonds, and hope, you're exposed. And that exposure? It's growing. Let's look at the facts. The Federal Reserve is caught between inflation that won't quit and markets addicted to rate cuts. Major banks are quietly laying off employees. Real estate bubbles in states like California and New York are deflating. And economists are now using the word stagflation without flinching. This isn't fear-mongering. This is the economic environment that retirees are stepping into. And if you're nearing or in retirement, you don't get a second shot to protect what you've built. That's why a gold IRA is becoming the go-to for financially savvy retirees. It's not about chasing returns, it's about securing what you've already earned. So what does it actually do? It lets you hold physical gold or other precious metals in a self-directed retirement account. You maintain the tax advantages of your IRA or 401k, but now you're holding a hard asset. One that's never gone to zero, one that's been trusted for over 5,000 years, and one that tends to shine brightest when markets crumble. Greg started with a free gold IRA guide. That's it. No gimmicks, no pressure, just education. Then he scheduled a quick, no obligation call where he got honest answers and personalized advice. No pushy sales reps, no promises of free silver coins, just clarity. And from there, he made his move. Quietly, confidently, strategically. Today, Greg says that was the most stress-free financial decision he's made in 30 years. Not because it was flashy, but because it was smart. Now it's your turn. If you've saved over $100,000 in an IRA or 401k, and you're even a little concerned about what's happening in the markets, do what Greg did. Click the link and get your free gold IRA guide. You'll also get a one-on-one educational call, not a sales pitch, where you can ask the questions that matter. Is this the right fit for me? How does it work? What are the fees? What are the risks? No pressure, just real answers. You worked hard for your retirement. You earned this, and you deserve to protect it, not just for yourself, but for the people you love most. Greg's story started with one step. Yours can too. Click now, get the guide, and find out if a gold IRA belongs in your retirement strategy. Because when the world gets shaky, the smartest move you can make is to anchor your legacy to something real, something lasting, something gold.